Вернулся. Опять вы. Вообще охуели. Ну хоть патроны можно сэкономить. Я нажал Shift. Тезура, ты проходил автомату? Да, я спрашиваю почему-то именно конкретно у Тезура.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition. But you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
Не лезь, она тебя сожрет.
Host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glorious. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for
Он выпускает видосы все еще.
come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. In Night Springs.
Это за этот ролик. Я вообще тебя просто спросил, Бутазура. Ты меня опять игнорируешь. Мудила.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes.
Я спрашивал, проходил ли ты томату.
And threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Почему? Да, блять. Сука, хитбоксы. Эх, дохуя игр понимаю, но... Да, блять, я не могу сконцентрироваться на всем сразу. Ух, бля. Ну ичибан это ичибан, блядь. Сравнил капусту с картошкой. Ичибану вообще похуй. Ну до ичибана я дойду со временем. Столько реквестов, столько игр, столько жопы, столько говна. Работать хочу, все хочу. Бабки. У меня, блин, днюха. Плюс-минус скоро. У меня бабок нет. Мне еще надо как-то набрать бабки, чтобы Клину что-то можно было подарить. Или опять придется искать что-то из того, что можно подарить из своих личных запасов. В плане того, чтобы дарить что-то из своих коллекций книг. Это, конечно, ему приятный подарок. Но, блин. Такое себе. Не самое лучшее, что можно придумать.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
Это я за то, что реквесты, бабки, дни рождения. У Колина скоро днюха. У меня днюха в марте.
The coal mine wasn't far now.
Работа нужна, деньги нужны. Вообще пиздец. Ну ты мне, да, я
Today,
проставляться должен еще как
and he would
бы.
give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Там вообще на полгода вперед. Тебе претензий нет. Проблема в том, что у меня нет денег, чтобы другим дарить что-то.
Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Но хочется отдавать людям, которые мне добро делают. Так, там последние баксы был пособирал, и людям, которые мне что-то на Новый год подарили, я хоть что-то обратно попытался отдать. Риэлторы в Малайзии. А может почку продать? Кому моя почка нужна, блин? Она вся в пиве. Бля, это более респектабельная тачка, конечно.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of
Это глобус Земли
to that
плоской.
music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our sheriff break over there and straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Нет никакой музыки, никакой музыки. Я тебя не слышу, я тебя не слышу. Простите. Вот эта тачка, бля. Ух. Блять. Бля, у этих машин нет этого. Ручного тормоза. А можно в трактор сесть? Бля, 0 из 10. Худшая игра года. Я в пятерке GTA-шки на таком тракторе разъезжал, как ёбаный этот. Это было клёво, да.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Not for anything good. A bitch. А чё я оружие, фонарики вечно оставляю где-то в жопе?
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
The bastard never showed up.
Wait,
Where the hell are you?
change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
Okay.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Каутион.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Мус. Мус. А? Револьвер Амо. Опять летающие вещи. Эх. О, флешбенги. Найс. Кто я тут всех оставил? Больно в ноге.
What the hell? The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Провода. Стреляли. Да, выключить электричество это, конечно, хорошая идея, но не факт. Что еще на меня нападет? Блять. Это почти победа. Нахер пошли, а? У меня слишком мало патронов, чтобы на вас тратить так дохуя. А одна флешка вас зачистит точно. Я вообще-то целился в бочку. Ну, допустим. Стоим обоссанный.
Some of the taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained.
Заряжать наушники. Мдя.
In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind.
Ясно,
Rather than taking
понятно.
him over completely, it merely touched him.
Мне бы мои наушники когда-то в ближайший год поменять, потому что они уже, блядь, и расклеились, и провода уже чуть-чуть подохуевают. Ну, короче, грустно. Ну, сколько эти синхайзеры пожили? Я их купил вроде бы еще когда в универе был. Ну, то есть больше 4 лет. Молодцы. Хорошо послужили БТВ. Не жалуюсь.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Да ладно, блядь. Заебись, одолели тварей.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet.
Бля, меня посадят. Пиздец.
Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Опять ворона. Ночь ворона. Потому что я опять выдохся. Слабей. Батареек дали.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Ох, памп экшен. Неплохо. Постреляли, блядь.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
Пошел отсюда. Решил ко мне лезть. Я тебя сам трахну.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Все равно ударила скотина.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Сейчас бы план иметь, когда план имеет тебя. Бля, максимальные батареи. Наебал. Изи. Блять, и насмерть, естественно. Пошли нахер, козлы. Клюти.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Куда мне, блядь? Вроде бы и так уже на вершине, не?